So good evening, everyone. It is really lovely to have you together with us today. Happy International Day of the Sign Languages around the world. We at Jamba decided to celebrate this lovely day, which is very, very important for the deaf communities around the world. With with actually the delivery of a webinar, which is going to be focused on very interesting topics like introductory webinar of the International Sign, with the support of our lovely um, speaker and also ambassador Alma, who is here today with us. And this webinar is actually a part from our crowdfunding campaign that we have delivered in the beginning of the year, which helped us actually to kick off training and support of people with disabilities in Austria. And now just a few words about Alma. She works with people who fight against discrimination, especially people with disabilities. Since 2010, she has been actively committed to human rights and also involved in non-formal education and integration into the social environment of people with disabilities. She is also a co-founder of the association Sign for the World, whose mission is to raise awareness of the importance of sign language and equality. Her hobbies are photography and writing, and very often she is writing about human rights and also the integration of people with disabilities. So, Alma, the floor is yours. Thank you so much for being here today with us. And yeah, enjoy the webinar.
Yeah, thank you, Eva. You told a lot about me. I started to talk about myself, and I was thinking today what I will say about myself. And don't be so boring, but you said everything. Okay. First of all, I want to share a presentation with you. Okay. I will put out my headphone because I don't need it anymore. First of all, I will please you if you have any questions and if you want to say any comments, anything, just raise your hand. I will put everyone on screen and I can see you. And yeah, okay. And please don't be like, if you want to say anything, just raise your hand because I can see who will speak. Okay. Okay, thank you. So first of all, my name is Alma Mijanovic, and I'm youth activist. Also, I'm person with disability, especially I have a hearing impairment. I'm deaf person, let's say, and I born in Montenegro, in small city. Do you know where is Montenegro? Yeah, Montenegro. I'm born there, and when I was 10, we moved to Sarajevo, to Bosnia and Herzegovina, because my parents know that in Sarajevo was a school for deaf people, and they thought that it will be good for me and my younger sister, who was deaf also. And yeah, we live in Sarajevo for more than 15 years, and I'm still here to fight for the place under the sun, let's say. Okay, so I know that this presentation is about sign language, and that everybody want to learn sign language, but first of all, to learn sign language, you need to know how does the deaf people live and how does the word of silence works. Okay, so first of all, I love to make discussion, so that's why I will ask you to start to discuss what does inclusion mean to you, and do you know differences between these four words: inclusion, exclusion, integration, and segregation? So anybody, I will give you 2-3 minutes to think, and yeah. Anybody?
All right, perhaps. Hi, Alma.
Okay, wait.
Perhaps
Yeah,
I would like
okay,
to
I see.
contribute on the inclusion. Inclusion for me would be, if there's an activity happening and you are fully participated in that activity. So that does not mean, just being talked at. It's being
Yeah.
for your requirements and make sure that you're also 100% part of it. So that for me is inclusion.
Okay, super. What about inclusion, integration, and segregation? What about three other words here? What do you think?
Hi, Alma. My name is Malena. Yeah, exclusion to me is the exact opposite of inclusion. It means that some group of people or a person is not part of whatever event, opportunity.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Any more?
Yes, I can say something to segregation. It's like if you divide the population into different groups, or let's say it can be like it can be your race, or it can be your language, or it can be so like different signs simply. So this is and to yeah, or also the ethnic background simply. So this is for me the segregation, what it means for me.
Super, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Any more? No. Okay, thank you everybody. It was good except
Yeah.
was
Yeah, I was just going to ask or maybe comment briefly, since you also asked integration. I always think integration tries to get kind of rid of the differences and tries to put everybody in the same box, but inclusion is much more that you don't want to assimilate people, you just want to preserve them as uniquely as they are. So do you
Yes.
think, yeah.
Yes. Thank you everybody.
Do you think inclusion and integration
Okay.
they are mutually exclusive, or do you think inclusion and integration are closely linked in the sense that for people to be fully feel included, there needs to be a certain level of integration? Perhaps maybe that's just a very broad statement, but would you agree in that sense?
Yeah, okay, we will talk about that later in the next presentation, in the next slide. You can see this photo and the examples here, and everything is like everybody explained perfectly, and you can see differences between these four words: inclusion, integration, segregation, and exclusion. And my next question will be, everybody came from different countries, I hope. Yeah, okay. Just one moment. Where are you from, Selin?
I am from Turkey originally,
Turkey.
but also live in Vienna, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Laura?
I'm from the US.
Okay, super. Marlene, right?
I'm from Austria.
From Austria, okay. Stefan, how to say?
I'm from Austria as well.
From?
Austria as well.
Austria, okay. Dora?
I am from Bulgaria.
Okay, super. Akib, what's your name?
It's Akib. So I'm from UK and Pakistan both.
Okay, perfect. Eva is from Austria, I suppose.
No, I'm from Bulgaria, like Dora.
Okay, super. So we can discuss better because you have differences between the how to treat people with disabilities in your country, so you can see how they are treated in this country. So what do you think in your country, which of those 4 parts in the most like available? Like everybody know that inclusion is the great opportunity for the people with disabilities and for everyone, but which is the most like we can see in your country? Maybe we can start about from the Turkey. What is the situation about the person there?
Yeah, I think the major part of Turkey, if I think, is outside of Istanbul and the big cities. I would say there are a lot of segregation even. And in big cities, even in big cities, you don't have everywhere inclusive environments. So I don't know, it's somewhere between everything.
Okay, yeah, okay, thank you. Laura, what's the situation in UK?
In America, I think we definitely have integration, and there's lots of great strives towards inclusion, and but I think that it's not totally where it could be.
Yeah, okay, but in America it's a better situation, because let's say in 2017 I was in a fellowship in Atlanta, and when they knew that I'm deaf, they tried everything just to find the best solution how I can listen lessons and everything, and they just found an application. I think we call it AVA application, and you just put phone on the speaker, and it connected with my phone, and I can read the captions what the speaker says. It is a great solution, and I can say that in America, even it's not perfect, but it's better than in a situation in Europe, which is so perfect. Okay.
Definitely, I agree. They're really a leader in that area, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. So what about are you from Marilyn from Romania, or I forget Bulgaria?
Austria, same as Stefan.
Austria, okay.
Yeah.
So what's the situation in Austria?
I would say there is integration, definitely, and also inclusion. Austria is definitely opting for inclusion, but it's still not where it should be. I don't know, Stefan, if you want to add something here.
No, I have not. Yeah, a little maybe. Just I think you're right with your point of view, but I even think that there should be much more integration and inclusion, because I in the everyday life I think it's still not enough inclusion. Simply just when you think of, let's say, everyday life like shopping or public transports or whatever. So I think it's still a long way till we can say inclusion is the only one here. But
Yeah.
at least I don't see the big segregation.
Okay, super. Thank you, Dora.
It's a very difficult question for Bulgarians. Maybe Eva will disagree with me, because you know, she has spent their time there more often in especially on that topic. But I would say, unfortunately, very unfortunate, I think Bulgaria would probably be more in the upper 2 quadrants, yeah, both segregation and exclusion, and it's extremely sad, but unfortunately also the efforts are definitely less than what we see, you know, in Austria. I've lived in the UK, in the US, you know, when you compare it, it's we're far behind. but you know, there's organizations like Jamba that are trying to change this. So very happy about this at least. So
Yeah, thank you. Akib?
All right. So I think I've spent half my life in Pakistan and then the rest of the half in UK. So I've kind of like seen mix of both. Especially if I talk about Pakistan, there's definitely, I wouldn't call it segregation, but there's definitely exclusion with regards to, for instance, you know, even doing simple things like going to the shopping center or transportation. You know, the life is difficult for people with disabilities over there. But at the same time, you know, if I talk about UK, I would definitely say UK is definitely a lot more advanced when it comes to either integration or inclusion, both. However, I would definitely add to that. I think perhaps it's one of those things, if you're not directly impacted by it, that you don't really know if you're fully integrated or not. So I think from an outside perspective, it might seem as integrated, but I would beg to say that perhaps the people who are actually going through it might not agree with me saying that it's fully integrated. You know, when I talk about integration, I talk about, you know, do they have equal access to opportunity, for instance, you know, whether that's work, whether that's you know, progress in life, other things, which, you know, rather than just being able to go to the shopping mall. So I think there's a degree to it as well, which is whether it is, you know, in UK, you definitely have inclusion. So you have facilities everywhere you go. So you would have, you know, parking spaces, you would have accessibility, you would have, you know, all the facilities which are required, or perhaps you think are required, but I'm not sure if they're fully integrated.
Super. Yeah, great. Thank you. Thank you. Eva, you want to say anything?
Yeah, thank you, Alma. Well, actually, I would strongly, unfortunately, agree with what Dora said, that unfortunately in Bulgaria, the situation is not so good when we're talking about integration of people with disabilities and inclusion. Yeah, we are definitely in the first two quadrants, like the upper part of the slide. I mean, I can give many examples, but one of, like, for example, the sign language in many countries, it was like accepted and voted as a legal language in many countries around the world. Like America is one of the really champions in this field and so on. But in Bulgaria, it was legalized last year in 2020. And we don't have captions, we don't have many things like softwares like the one that you described. And yeah, unfortunately, there is still a long way to go. There are many things that are happening, especially the driver is the NGO sector in Bulgaria, which is great. But I believe that it's really important to have like a stronger and better dialogue between the NGO sector and the government, because that way more like really good actions can be taken. And yeah, still we have a long way to go.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Yaroslava, I don't know if you understood anything. Maybe you came later.
No, I'm here from the beginning. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So, please tell me where are you from and describe this situation in your country.
Yes, so I'm from Slovakia, and I have to agree what Akib actually said, that while you were all talking, I was thinking like, who am I to, you know, say like, how is it? Because from my perspective, it might seem totally different as it really is. I mean, so from my point of view, Slovakia is trying for integration. I think they're doing a nice job, but they're, I would say, at the beginning.
Yeah.
So there is a long way to go, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay. Super, thank you. Thank you, everybody. And it's great. It's super because you are coming from different countries and everybody can share what they can see in their country. In Bosnia and Herzegovina also is not inclusion in totally. I think that is something combination between integration and segregation. It depends from the places in Bosnia, does it big or small place, and how people know to approach to the people with disabilities, but still something mix of the integration and segregation. To be inclusive society, there is, I think, a long list of what the people in this country need to do. First of all, to be educated and to know how to approach to the people with disabilities, to the deaf people, to the blind people, and everything. So we need, a long way to become inclusive society. But in Austria and in America is, I think, and even in UK is better situation if we are speaking about the right of the people with disabilities. Okay, so do anybody knows who is Helen Keller? Anybody who knows? Just raise hand. Nobody knows. Okay, Celine knows. Celine, tell us who is Helen Keller.
I mean, I don't know too much. I just know she's been an activist in a way, but maybe not the same way in contemporary terms. As also writing, right? Is a writer, if I.
Yeah, she was writer. Yeah, she was writer who was deaf and blind, and she finished university, and she was from America. And Helen Keller become successful woman. Maybe if I can share. No, I think I cannot share now. Can you see if I share this with you? You see?
Now you have the same screen, but
wait. Maybe you share. I want to share with you a part of the movie about Helen Keller, which was so great. Just a sec. Anyways, Helen Keller was a writer who was blind and deaf. And in one of her books, she said, blindness separates people from things. Deafness separates people from the people. What does it mean for you? You understand, everybody? I know. I suppose. Like if you are blind, you are separated from the things, but you are still connected with the people. And when are you connected with the people? You can follow everything what is happening in the world and blah blah blah. Okay. There is one part of the movie. You can see a movie about Helen Keller. Just give me a sec, please. And this movie is The Miracle Worker. You can watch it. It's a great movie. And the most important thing, how does Helen Keller even teach sign language? What do you think? How she know to speak sign language if she is deaf and blind? How she learned to speak sign language?
Was there someone with her?
Look, I will share screen.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that because she was able to connect with the people? Because I think you mentioned that with blindness.
Yeah.
you lose thing and not people, and perhaps
yeah. Okay, I will share the screen with you, but I cannot connect anymore.
You have to make a new share.
Yeah, but I don't have. Okay, wait. No, I cannot share. Anyway, maybe later. No, I it just stopped.
maybe we can share the link and then we can have a look individually if you want.
Yeah, you are right, but I had the problem because I don't see you, anybody. Oh,
Do you need any help? But I think, yeah, you have to, if you are going to open a web page, maybe.
yeah, but it stopped. It just I cannot see anybody. I just see subtitles down. So it's all what I can. I'm sorry. Maybe I can join again because I
Or you
cannot
can-
return.
Can you play with the screen resizing or?
Nothing. Oh, okay, wait. No. No, I don't have anything. I cannot see anything. What? No, I don't have that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I will send you a link because it's a bit complicated. Okay, so how to communicate with the deaf people? What do you think? How you can communicate with the people who can speak like me? I can speak a bit little and have normal communicate with you, but how you can communicate with the people if you don't know sign language? The biggest problem is that the hearing people, we say it, hearing people who hear, they always scream when you speak with the people like, but you don't need to do that because they are deaf, you know. And if they can hear you, it is because they wear hearing aids. So again, you don't need to scream. And also use sign language, speak slowly and write on the paper, on the phone. And because sign language is simple and very logical, you can use a logical movement if you want to share and to say something to other person. Because that person love before, if they see that hearing people are trying and working hard to explain to the deaf person, and we are very happy if we see that you are trying and you love to learn and to speak with us. Okay, sorry for Bosnian language, but it's a photo that I love so much because you can see differences. You see the two balloons. The first one balloon is how the hearing people can hear the information from the TV, like very clearly, but deaf people always miss some kind of words or even two like letters because each deaf person cannot hear the same. Like if they were hearing aids, for example, I can hear high sounds and high, like, I don't know how to explain it now, but high sound. For example, my sister, she can hear deep sounds. It gets differences in understanding what are you speaking, and that is how we connect what other people want to say to us. We just connect the words and try to connect this sentence. Okay. So this photo is also what I like too much. Maybe you can describe to me what that does it mean to you, and yeah. You see that the professor said that everyone has the same exam. What does it mean to you? And can everybody have the same exam? And why? Yes, why no?
I guess you have to adapt the requirements that everyone has an equal opportunity, as we were saying at the beginning, right?
Yeah, because you see, there is tree, and everybody, I suppose, can climb on the tree, but you have an elephant who is so fat, and he will crush the tree, and you have this fish, and you know that is not possible. Why I'm talking about that? Because sometimes you make differences between equality and equity, and you need to make differences. What is differences between equality and equity? Anybody?
I think with equality, you treat everyone the same, and equity, you look at the individual needs and make sure everyone has the same opportunity.
Yes, yes, thank you. Yes, this is it. If we treat everybody the same and give them the same opportunity, we will make maybe a mistake, because someone will not be treated how they need to be treated. If you understand, like this box is great examples, because yeah, you see that this small boy cannot watch football, but everyone can, and this box is not necessary for this big man, right? This is the same problem for the deaf people, and for the people with disability. We need to train them, to give them equity, if we want to be equality society. Okay, so now about sign language. You need to know a few facts about sign language. It is that sign language is not universal, and you have differences between countries, and I cannot understand the sign language from the America and UK, etc. Also, sign language have their own grammar, and in sign language, what is important, we use facial expression. Like, it's so interesting because you share your feelings. You use hand movement, gestures, and body language. Body and face expression and body language is so much important during the speaking of sign language. And also, deaf people often use name sign for the people they know well. For example, if I know Akip so long, for example, I can call him Akip on the sign language, because, you know, it's something special for you. And you're like, for example, you have been a long time, I can call you Akip. Okay. So we can start. What I want from you is to repeat with me and follow this. This is one-handed alphabet, which is used for international sign language. Okay, No, it's not one-handed. Oh, sorry. This is two-handed. Okay, wait. We use in Bosnia and Herzegovina, we use two hands, but in international sign language, we use one hand. But I don't know how I put this. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm a bit sick, so sorry. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, so we have it now. Just repeat with me. A. Yeah. B. C. C, like C. Yeah. This choice not important because you don't have it international, so D, like this, like you make circle and this. Yeah, perfect. D, A, yeah, F, like perfect. Yeah, G, like sushi. You know how sushi looks like. Yeah, C, H, yeah, I, J, like this. Yes. Okay. L, M, yes, N, and with 3 fingers and with 2 fingers. O, P, put, if you put like this, it seems like K, but if you put like this finger down more, it's like P. Okay, Q, like this. Q, okay. R, S, A is like this, but S is like this. D, bit more closer, these 2 fingers more closer. Yes. U, V, W, X, Y, yes, I, and Z, actually, Z. Okay, you need to repeat it again, or?
I think it would be good to repeat it.
Yeah, okay.
Alma, I do have a question, which is when you say international language, does it normally always have English alphabets? And then I see some other alphabets as well. Is that typically?
The alphabet what I showed is with 2 hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is two-handed alphabet, and we speak in Bosnia with 2-handed alphabet. And I don't know, in Serbia and Croatia also we speak two-handed alphabet, but I'm not sure in Bulgaria and Romania. I cannot say, but with this one-hand alphabet is mostly used in UK, America, and on international sign language we use this one-handed alphabet. So yeah. Okay. So
Right.
because you need to repeat this one-handed alphabet, it's better if you can say what is your name on this alphabet. So first we will start. If you want to say what is your name and to present yourself, you say hello. My is my name.
Alma,
My
is it
name.
possible maybe to move your camera a bit below just because we cannot see all the gestures?
Oh, okay. Now you see.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. My. You can say a name like this or name like this. Name, which you prefer more. My name is, and you say, you spell your name. For example, hello, my name is Alma. So you take your time. So Eva can start because she have the shortest name, I think, here. So yeah.
I actually have also a sign for my name, which was given from a friend of mine. It's in the Bulgarian sign language, but it was very cool to see the international sign, just because there are a lot of similarities in between the letters from the Bulgarian and the international. But yeah, so hi, my name is Eva.
Okay, so you have your name with sign language. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, super. Thank you. Laura, can you share with us?
Yep. Hello, my name, and then, okay, I'll try. L, A,
Yeah.
U, what was you? U,
Yeah.
R,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Super. Okay. Steven, I don't know how to say your name.
Yeah, no, don't worry, Stefan. But I try. So S.
You need
Is
to
it-
show to me because you show.
Is it like?
Yeah.
Is
Okay,
it okay
yes.
this way or?
Yes.
Then
More closer.
then this one, and then
Yeah,
we
more
have
closer.
then we have the like this, the E, or
This is S and this is E. Just
as E is.
just S like this, E like this. Yeah, just more.
Okay.
Right.
Then the B is it like?
Okay.
H is
Yes.
um
To me. Yeah.
and
Okay. Okay. Super. Thank you. Yaroslava.
Yeah, I got the long one. So hello, my name is J A R
Yes.
O S L A V A. Yaroslava.
Good run. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo. Yeah, this is bravo for the deaf people. Okay. Marlene.
Okay, so hello. My name is M-A-R, what was L-L-E-N-E.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Akib. Hello.
Well, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's all. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, video, two fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Yeah, super. Thank you. Bravo. Dora?
Hello, my name is T.
Yeah.
No, the other way around.
Yes.
TOR.
Perfect. Thank you. Celine?
So hello, my name is S E L yeah E and
Bravo.
oops,
Super.
no, I couldn't.
I like it. Super. Bravo. Good. Do you need any questions, like anyone that you want to know more?
So Alma, we said we're using a single hand sign language, but when we said name, we said
Yeah, no. You use alphabet on the one with the one hand, just
Okay.
alphabet. But when you use sign language, you use everybody, all your body, face expression. I don't know. Everything, hands, everything. 2 hands, 1 hand. If you want to share some story, you speak the sign language.
more
Yeah,
expressions, right? So, but would it be universal to say that this is name?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. That's his name. Yeah. Any questions for now?
Yeah, I have a weird question maybe, but you said that you hear high pitches better and your sister hears like a lower sounds better, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I would be interested in, since women tend to have a higher voice and men a lower voice, do you understand women better? Or does it make a difference to you?
It depends. I sometimes hear women better, but they are too loud sometimes for me. You know. But I cannot hear with hearing aids. I can hear men and women's voice. But sometimes I think that it depends from by the person to person how they are speaking, and does it that if they are speaking slowly, they use words very well. I can understand them, and it's not problem for me. But if that they are speaking so fast, nothing. So, but with hearing aids, I got balance two sounds. Without them, I can hear women better than men. But yeah,
Thank you. I was just
you're welcome.
curious.
Yeah. I will share with you one interesting story and the problem in my country, and you will understand how we are not inclusive completely and why. I always use it to share my contact number and always put a SMS message or Viber message. Anyway, just don't call me. But every day, every second day, I always got this calling, and I'm like, okay, I write SMS, please. And they write, I write to this person, okay, I'm deaf, can you just write me SMS? And they are writing like, okay, I wanted to make interview with you, I'm journalist, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, you are not journalist, but you didn't read anything about me for now. And they are like, okay, I'm sorry. And it's irony here. I don't know. we need to work a lot to become inclusive society. And I don't say that you need to learn sign language, but you need to understand how to approach to the deaf person. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any word wishes like to I teach you? Okay, Laura.
Maybe thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Yes. More.
How are you?
How are you? Like, how are you? How are you? Yes. More.
Fine. I'm fine.
Ah, sometimes you can say I'm fine. I'm fine. How you feel at that moment?
Like good morning or
Good is like this. Good. Thank you. It is good. What is important? You need, if you speak in sign language, you need to use mouth and to follow this. Good. Thank you. That people can make connect what you are speaking. Like good morning. Morning is like this.
Morning.
Morning.
And evening, is it like that?
Yes. Yes. Good evening. Good night. More.
so sorry.
The most
Go.
important thing, I love you.
I love you. Yes. Or bravo Eva. Bravo Eva. I love you. Bravo Eva. Because
This is international?
this love is L and you. So I love you on sign language.
Okay.
Yeah, bravo.
I was going to ask actually something about this kind of signs that simply are one word, one sign, once you translate, let's say, thank you, but only in private names, like my name, we use this letter notations, right?
Okay.
Is it, or people also use these for different words? I don't know.
You mean because of the name, how we call the people?
Yeah, this alphabet, this one-handed signs for each letter, we only use it for private names.
Alphabet we use for the private names, for the loud names, and for the word that we don't know on sign language, and that or even we don't have any sign for these words on sign language. For example, during the pandemic, we didn't have any word on sign language. Then we needed time to make this new word. Coronavirus, for example, corona, now is new word corona. But during that moment when corona appeared, we didn't have word on sign language. So we say corona, but anyway, so we said corona.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and sorry, no, cities, etc. Before I keep just cities are also like this, or do city names have?
Yes, some of cities has the sign language. For example, Istanbul.
The bridge. Okay.
Or Istanbul. Paris is like this. Paris, Vienna. London is like this. I don't know why. London. And what more? America is like this country. America. And yeah.
Okay. So just following on from what Salen was asking as well. So let's say if I'm meeting somebody and we agree that we're gonna talk in the international sign language. So all these expressions that you're using, for instance, this is good morning, and this is sorry, the other way around. So this is good morning, and this is
Okay.
would that be understood by that person? If you've never communicated before, and if I come to them and say, name, for instance, or if I say, I mean, that would be awkward, but if I say, I love you, for instance,
Maybe they would be
that would be awkward in the
awkward.
first
Yeah.
meeting, but hey, but the point being that all these signs, because obviously what we have on the screen are letters, right? So if I'm having a communication, then perhaps I need to, for instance, if I need to, put a whole sentence together, are they universal signs that we use, or would you, use these letters to kind of like draw a full sentence if I'm meeting somebody for the first time?
First of all, you need to try to know basic of the sign language. You don't need know anything if you want to learn sign language. You can start with zero knowledge to speak with sign language. I had great experience 3 years ago with when I was on training course. There was one person who didn't know any sign, but in 10 days they learn a basic of sign language, just a basic of communication. You need time, and you can ask if you don't know, like to spell how I can show this name of sign language, or this, I don't know, this thing with sign language.
Yeah.
By repeating, you can teach that this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But these are not universal signs. For instance, not everybody would understand this to be good morning, for instance. Or
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
morning is okay. This is a bit clearly, you have the logical signs for the
Sure.
morning, night, for the love, for the, I don't know, for
Yeah.
some kind of words. You have logical design for the other, and it can be understood by the people who don't know international sign language. But yeah, I know, but if you want to speak with someone who doesn't know international sign language, it will be a bit little difficult, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. More question. I will share with you 2 links if I can. I will try. I hope it not will be again problems.
Elma, if you want to email the links, you can do that too, and we will share the links.
Yeah, sure, I can, but I want to try. Can you see this link?
Yeah, now we see it.
Okay, so this is Helen Keller.
We don't hear the sound, but it doesn't make difference, right?
Yeah, you can see, and I recommend you, this movie is so great. You can see this Facebook link. Can you see this Facebook?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is page which I'm and yeah, we had the organization name is Nag za Riječ with the mission.
Can you put the link into the chat?
Yeah, I will share you
Okay.
or links. Maybe it's better to share you on the mail, and if I could share you everybody, maybe it's better like this, because I
Yes.
have more mails, links. So yeah, this page is which I'm co-founder of this page, and also I'm president of the organization who teach sign language with the mission of raising the awareness of sign language. So on this Facebook page, we put every day some video on sign language. This is song which I translated. But I did not understand.
So which sign language are you using in that video then? Is that
Bosnian.
That's the Bosnian one, is it? Okay.
Bosnian. In this page, Nag za Riječ, we use Bosnian sign language. And this alphabet, 200 alphabets, we use in Bosnia. But also I will share with you the link, and you can follow them on Instagram. This is a great page, and you can learn international sign language with this. For example, how we say the leaves on sign language, leaves, like this. And they show with you, they have perfect description. This tree, you see the photo before, tree and leaves. This is tree, like tree, and leaves falling down like this. And this, the last, how you clean, like how you do that. Sign language is very logical. So yeah, maybe you can follow this page. It's so interesting. For example, do you know who is Coda? Coda. You see like this on sign language. Coda. They are people. Actually, child. Eva knows. Okay, Eva.
They're children of deaf people who are not deaf.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, it would be okay. No share. Okay. So yeah, I shared with you this page 58 Creativity and Nagaric, and for the end, the smart sentence of Victor Hugo. So yeah, I think that is all for me. If you have any questions, please ask. If you have, I don't know, if you tonight just remember, okay, I didn't ask her any this, you can write me. I don't know, I can write my Facebook, my contact somewhere here, just to find how that works.
We can actually share with everyone the links that you're going to provide us with, and also your email address. So if someone wants to ask you something, we are going to share your details and the links.